Hello and welcome back to the Rando stream. I am your host Paul, and today we have Rockets as the GM. So unfortunately Lee is unavailable today. He's been called off for an emergency IT job, part of the nature of doing IT work. So yes, Rockets, how are you going?
Going great. How are you?
I am good. So you had your birthday yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yep, the 22nd. Can't imagine a better day to be born on.
I can, but that's because that's my
Yeah,
birthday.
probably, yeah. They actually kind of do short you on gifts because you're so close to Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Lee, I believe his birthday is the day before Christmas or the day after Christmas. And I've got
Oh,
another
wow.
friend who is 1 or 2 days out of Christmas. I can't imagine that.
Oh, yeah, that'd be brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So you are taking the reins today. You are creating, the adventure.
Yep.
And
It's
yes, tell us
it's
about it.
based off of an adventure I ran a long time ago where I developed this labyrinth. This wizard had this is a story that they're going to tell you in the bar when you show up, right? So you're in the tavern as your character effectively, and this guy is relaying this story to you because he wanted to meet with you. uh, Lee's character unfortunately wasn't able to arrive, but you still met him in the tavern. So um, there was a giant structure, if you believe this story, that flew over the town, and it looked very squarish, and it was there for a couple of days, and then it kind of like drifted off through the skies, and then it smashed into the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
And people have been kind of like going out there and investigating and looking for treasure ever since. The story that everybody seems to agree mostly on being true, although there's a lot of stories about it, is that the wizard was trying to like collect different biomes of species and flora and fauna effectively to try to uh, research to save his wife, who was either dead or in the process of dying. There was some kind of effort to preserve her or save her, and
Okay.
he became a lich in the process. And this massive structure that he had been floating around the world collecting things, he made an attempt to actually collect the whole town, but some heroes thwarted him. But the heroes are missing. The structure smashed on a cliffside, and there's a lot of treasures to be found. But this guy, he has found a room that he claims no one else has found, and he has a doorway to it. And the thing about this room is that uh, he looks around the bar. He's looking around the tavern. And he's like, "Do you believe in genies?"
Genies, as in the djinn, or as
Yeah,
in like the genie granting wishes?
I think he's collected as many variety of genie as he could in this room, but he never got a chance to get them to work. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so he wants you to uh, help him figure out how to utilize this. That he's like, look, I know I got a lot of wishes in there. We can split them. You can even have half. Uh, I meant to split it three ways, but your friend didn't show up. So I mean, let's just however we're gonna do it. I just I don't want to mess this up, and I can't trust all of them. Like some genies are good and some are bad.
Yep.
Some are just try to be funny on you, So how are we gonna how are we gonna safely navigate our way through this? I got the way in. I've got that part done. Just need to just need to figure out the rest.
Okay.
And you can see across the bar someone has been eavesdropping, and they stand up and they leave the room, or they're starting to leave the room, and they've got a hood and a cloak.
Ah,
So it's apparent that more than one person knows about this.
okay. Excellent. So, um, are we beating him to the site or are we taking him out? Like, I mean, all good stories start with a bar brawl.
It's all up to you. Whatever you want to do. The guy's ready if you are.
Well, first thing I think we need to do is make a character.
Yes.
Yes. So I will create me. Are you a player as well?
I think I'm gonna need to be. I think I'll play this guy NPC-ish. Yeah.
Cool. Rocket, Ckets. Okay, so I have two characters there. I will change to the two characters, or to the stream there. So, are we doing this traditional rando style, as in I am completely randomizing the lot?
I think that's a great idea. Yeah. Just
Yep.
whichever sounds better to you. I
No,
had planned to kind of like naturally go through it like you did on the Halloween stream that was so cool. But I think with the two of us, maybe since I'm yeah, that sounds best.
no, fair enough. Okay, in that case, abilities. I guess we have to roll a bunch of d6s for the abilities. So 9 abilities, 9 d6s. Is this going to work with me if I roll? Is it going to let me roll? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so I'll take the first one. My accuracy is 1. Communication is 3, so I'm a good talker. Constitution, nothing. Dexterity is 1. Fighting is 1. Intelligence is -1. I'm dumb.
No.
Perception is 3. Not that one. I want to do that. Strength is 1. And willpower is 1. Okay, so I have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm not too far off a normal character. 2 3s, no 2s, a bunch of 1s, and a -1 on intelligence. And I put
All
it
right.
all under yours. So, that's stupid of me.
Perfect. That's my character. I'll
That's
be
your
the dumb one.
character.
Yeah.
Okay, in that
There we
case,
go.
I will toss all of those and let's make my character. So, accuracy, communication, constitution, dexterity, fighting, intelligence, perception, strength, willpower. I have a 3. Oh wow, this is a boss character. A 2, a 0 in dexterity. Okay, a 2 in fighting, 1 in intelligence, 2 in perception, 1 strength, and 2 in willpower.
I've chosen my ally well.
Okay, page 2 is what ancestry are we? Now, there are some more ancestries coming. There are 2 more ancestries, the Deep One and the Dream Ghoul, from the new book that came out about a month ago called the Cthulhu Stuff. I haven't loaded them in here. There is also a new book that was released 3 days ago called Techno Fantasy, which basically adds in, I think it's based a couple of thousand years after the fall of some planet. You can have it that, it's had the fantasy races, or like the Wizards Bashy film where all the fantasy races came after the mutations, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter, but it adds cool stuff like the cyborgs, all sorts of other real cool things. But at the moment, I haven't loaded them. So we'll do your ancestry first. And the random race roller doesn't work for that. So, reset, roll. You are an elf.
Perfect.
Okay. Elf. With that, you get intelligence, natural law, or perception, seeing. What one will we go for? Natural law. I still have to fix that. I've still got the issue where I just can't drag and drop. But that's right, I can do it from that. Intelligence and natural law. Okay, you have dark vision. That's not going to work, but that's fine. Your speed is equal to 12. So defense speed is a base 12 plus your dexterity, giving you 13. You speak Elven and Common. That's fine. Now, 2d6. We'll click on that. And you get 2 abilities. The first ability you have is a 3, which is plus intelligence, cultural law. Kind of makes sense. You have cultural law and natural law, being the one who studied whatever ship this is. You sure the Lich wasn't called Locutus at all? Next roll is going to be a 4, which gives you, that's the same, so we re-roll that. That is the same. This is going to be a great lot here. 8. Okay, and 8 gives you +1 on your accuracy, giving you an accuracy of 2. All right, and for me,
All right.
what race will I get? I am a Drac, so I'm Dragonkin.
Perfect. Yes, this is a phenomenal ally.
Okay, I can either get Strength Intimidation or Willpower Self-Discipline. So 1, 2, 3 for Intimidation, 4, 5, 6 for Self-Discipline. Willpower, and that's Self-Discipline. Okay, I have Dark Sight. Yep, that's normal. I can speak Drac, blah, blah, blah. Everything is good there. First D6 is going to be 7, which gives me a +1 on my Intelligence. Which give me an Intelligence of 2. And my next D6 is going to be a 7 again. Well, an 8. It's the same thing. 6. That is magical resistance. Now, does that come across? Nope. Okay, so I get to choose either Willpower, Self-Discipline, or Intelligence, Arcane Law. And I get to use that for all of my saves. So I'm going to put that onto Persona, as quality is magical resistance. All right. I'm hoping I roll a mage here. Okay, background. There's quite a few. You have the social class of a middle. I am a lower. So we'll do middle. You come from. You are 4, which is you're a merchant. Okay, social class is merchant. And with that, you will probably, do you want communication deception or communication bargaining?
Bargaining.
Bargaining?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah. As a merchant, I think that's more appropriate. Yeah.
And you've got a high communication as well, so your character's working out pretty well. Now, I was lower, so I roll on the lower one. I get 2, so I am a labourer. And I either get strength, might, or constitution, stamina. I have better stamina, but no, I'm going to choose might, because stamina is usually used for spell saves, and I've already got willpower self-discipline for that. So I'm going to choose might. Just give me that extra little oomph that I need. Okay, class. Well, I've rolled a mage and a warrior. What do you want to be? What do you think I should be?
Oh, it doesn't. Whatever you want to be, I'll take the other.
I can go mage. I
Okay.
have the better intelligence for it.
All right.
So, mage, and you are a warrior. Right, we'll do warrior first. With a warrior, your key abilities are going to be constitution, dexterity, fighting, and strength. Oh, I've only got the ticks on the normal. Okay, it doesn't really matter too much. You're going to do 1d6 plus your constitution, so that's going to be 0. That's going to be 34 health to begin with. You have warrior weapons. You get a bunch of weapons. We're not going to really worry about weapons because I haven't loaded them into the program, being a new world. But that's all cool. Specialization. What do you want to specialize as? Your options are...
Longsword, I guess.
No, okay. So specializations is kind of like Berserker, that sort of stuff. Your options are Arcane Discipline, Aspect Warrior, Berserker, Champion, Crime Lord, Duelist, Gladiator, Guardian, Divine
Uh,
heritage, Fey heritage, infernal heritage, holy warrior, hunter, knight, mage hunter, mariner, pirate, marked, navigator, sharpshooter.
I'll go with the aspect warrior.
Aspect warrior, excellent.
Yeah.
Aspect warrior is pretty cool. Let's see, focuses, character creation, talents. Here we go. Specializations. If I run the aspect warrior, it's not on a page at all. Oh, why have I not got... That's because I'm looking under talents. Everybody's laughing at me here. Aspect warrior. So, as an aspect warrior, you pick a divine aspect that inspires you. So, this is basically you're covered in tattoos. You've got the Great Hunter, which is either a panther, wolf, or eagle. You get
Wolf.
a +1.
Wolf.
Okay,
Great
cool.
hunter. Yep.
Okay,
That
I
is the one.
will give you that. And under that for your talents, you get yourself a +1 bonus on melee attack rolls. So I will give you, I'll just do it as a straight attack, all and +1. Excellent. So you have a +1 bonus on attack rolls as a hunter. You also get the armor talent of, let's see, what is that? You get armor. It's very good. Means you can wear armor. You then
Perfect.
get archery style, dual weapons, pole weapons, single weapon, throwing weapons, two-handed, unarmed weapon, and shield. So you do have high accuracy. I would possibly say you want to be doing some sort of dual light weapons, which would be either dual weapon or single weapon. You wanted, basically, you want weapons that will work with your accuracy.
Yeah, single weapon sounds good. I'll try to go for a longsword if I can.
Long swords use fighting.
Oh, well, whatever is sword and use a single weapon, I guess.
That will be, I mean, we can use single weapon. There's no reason why we can't do single weapon. And with that, you...
Oh, I thought you were recommending it. Didn't you say like dual or single?
Dual or single, yes. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is for that, use short sword.
Oh, short sword. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds fine.
Either short sword or actually dueling with rapiers.
Rapier sounds better.
Okay, so you can choose two of them. You can choose both if you want.
Rapier and a short sword, isn't that dueling?
That is, yes.
That's fine too. Yeah.
Okay, you then have the abilities, blah, blah, blah. We don't need any of that stuff. So let's go for what you get. You get, if you're a mage, you get one weapon. I will not do that. Let's go weapons. You want a short sword, rapier. That's the one.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. One rapier. Now, under this, what I'm going to do is modifiers. I'm going to give you dueling. Oh, the issue is I haven't loaded the weapons into the thing, so range reloadable, accuracy. I
As
wonder
long as
how
we
I
know what
do
it is,
this.
we can roll it.
No, it's not that. It's I need to go to the age settings. So weapons group, I'll add dueling in. Save settings. That's what I thought it might do. Yeah, that's honestly what I thought it would do. That's okay. We can get back to that. You now have dueling. I'll just double check that that works. If I do that, you have weapon group there. I go there. I add dueling into your weapon group. Because if you go to your weapon groups, you can see there's only one there, dueling, which is what your one is. This is also sit on gritty, pulpy, and that sort of stuff. Let's see. Age, unofficial. We go quick age settings, and we set you to dragon age. Dueling. Okay. Let me add X's. Use that to separate them. X's. BRA. Brawling. Did I spell that right? B-R-A-W. I put a U in there. Don't ask me how I put a U in there.
Brawling.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Weapon groups. Ah, I have actually already done that. I thought I put it somewhere to help. Right, save settings. It's going to re-flash for a sec, but that's okay. Okay, back to here. As a fighter, you get staves and brawling. You get 3 others, which will be dueling, I'd say light blades, and maybe bows. Give you a bit of range, especially with your perception.
Okay.
Right. We'll put you there and we'll roll. And does that work? That's much
Yeah,
better.
it seems
Look
great.
at that.
Got the rapier, and yeah.
Accuracy of 2. You don't have dueling, but that's good. That works. Okay. Right, you are kitted out with 1 rapier. You do get 2 extra weapons, and you get some nice heavy armor. Let me give you that. I will go under armor. You get, what is it? Battle, heavy leather. Heavy leather, there we go. You have heavy leather. And what's your second weapon do you want? Short sword just to be safe, or a dagger? Maybe a thrown dagger.
Yeah, whatever's easier, I think.
Dagger, okay. Equipment, done and done. And if I take the heavy leather, I will go and delete armor penalty and delete that, and I will just do one last thing, which is your speed of -1. All right. I think you are created. All nice and happy.
All right.
We don't have a thing for you. So we want an elf with tattoos, panther tattoos or wolf tattoos. Do you want to do some
I'll get
AI
on
searching?
making one of those while you work on the next character.
Yep, okay. Now I'm going a mage. As a mage, I need to have player handouts, class, and mage. So I get very, very, very little constitution. Yeah, I get 24. So I'm 10 points less than you are. And I get brawling and staves. So I can punch you and I can hit you with a stick.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay, I'm keeping it.
You're keeping it? Okay.
All right. Here's oh man, where are we posting these at? General? Is that where we
Yeah, put
post
it in
them?
general.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Okay. Whoops. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. There we go. Okay, general. Let me see. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
4 ears. That is
That
magnificent.
nice. Okay, I'm saving that for you. Image 01. Did you want to find one that will be an elf mage?
Elf mage?
Yep.
Do you got any characteristics?
Um,
Elf mage, I thought you were a drac.
sorry, you are correct. A dragonborn mage.
Yeah, I will try. Oh no! Oh
I
no! I
don't.
don't think you want this one, but I'll post it so you can see it.
Okay. That looks interesting. I'll take it.
Oh really? Okay, yeah. Because I can do another one. I don't know. Okay.
I will take it. It looks stupid enough.
We,
So,
can you imagine this bar with just these weird people in it? Holy cow!
All right,
Well,
modify
actually,
you.
this one I'm going to show you this one too. I got two more to show you. I don't know because I don't know your weapons either.
I
Paste.
can only really hit things with like a fist. Yeah, I'm pretty bad
Okay.
with weapons. Oh, actually, that one does look good. I'm tempted with that one. Okay. Let's go 3 there. Let's do you. I'll toss you. Apply. There we go. That is me.
All right.
Right, so Arcane Blast, Arcane Device. I get 10 plus my willpower of 2 plus 4, so I'm sitting at 16 mana. I think I will go my... I'm wondering if I go for my mage specialization. Actually, I'm going to go random. Let's see what I get, eh? I get a miracle worker. Okay, so I'm a healer. And I'll take surgery as my actual thing. So I'm going to go fire and healing. How does that sound?
Fire sounds great. The healing sounds like I don't know. Like, are we gonna? Is that gonna be enough? If you have the combo, you'll have enough damage, right?
Yeah, I can get enough damage out of fire
Yeah.
weapons. Yeah. Mage and Miracle Worker. So Miracle Worker will basically mean I can add my willpower into any healing spells I have.
All right.
It says whenever you cast healing, target regains extra health up to your willpower, and I have a willpower 2. So I'm going to keep that. And then Shurgery basically means I only use a minor action to heal you, which I know it's a bit thing. The way I read that is probably wrong, but nobody's told me otherwise. That's for the heal action. Casting the healing spell is a heal action, which means the heal spell becomes a minor action. At least that's what I've played it every time we've done it. So people can yell at me and tell me I'm doing it wrong.
Well, I
I
won't.
need Phage, Arcane. Okay. This is Healing Arcana. I need Healing Touch. And what else do I get for Healing Arcana? Novice Degree. Hey, Izaki. Once I've finished this, okay, buddy? Good boy. Rules reference player handouts. Where's the Arcanas? Sorry, Arcana. Healing Arcana. What is the other one? I've got Healing Touch. I might take Balm, actually. Because with Balm, I don't need to have a healing kit with me. I can just use that. So that's good. And now Fire Arcana is going to be Fire. Fire Arcana. And I am going to take Flaming Weapon, which is going to basically give you an extra 1d6 fire damage, as well as me if I use it. And I'm going to choose Flame Blast. Okay, we're kitted out.
All right.
So, we've got some random guy in the thing there. I almost want to follow him to see if I can take him. Well, basically, I want to talk to him and see what his plans are.
Oh, okay. So he's stood up and he's gonna head toward the door of this bar, and you're just gonna like catch him or say, "Hey, Mister," or something, or
Yeah, I'm going to go up to him and have a chat with him. I'm going to go up and introduce myself.
oh, okay.
So yes, I'm like, hey, dude, where are you going in such a hurry? I'm going to assume you overheard us. So yeah, what are your plans?
Overheard you? I'm sorry, sir. What are you talking about?
I think it's a little bit, someone's offering me a job looting something, and suddenly you have your ears peak up and you head off into the door. A little bit obvious there, don't you think?
Oh, I may have overheard a little bit of what you said.
So, what would you be your plans? I mean, obviously we have funding. Do you have funding to go on an adventure?
Well, well, of course. With funding, how much funding do you need to go on an adventure?
Um, well, I was expecting a mate to be turning up here and helping. He didn't show. We were
Oh,
talking
you
about
want me to join you?
you look like a rogue shady type character. I want to do a perception empathy test to see if I get sort of how shady he feels.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
you know immediately this guy's gonna betray the heck out of you.
He's like,
It just as soon as like the opportunity for him to join you appeared, you could see it on his face. He cannot wait to stab you in the back.
excellent. Okay, so I'm going to ask if he wants to join, but
He absolutely does.
I'm going to keep, yeah, basically as soon as his usefulness expires, he may be feeling a little warm, just a little bit warm, just a little bit.
He says, I'll be ready. I just need about 10 minutes."
Okay, in that case, let's have another person in the field.
Okay, so he leaves the bar and he just runs down the street.
Yep, cool. So
All right.
let's go. Did you get maps sorted for these?
No, I was just gonna do
Theater of the
the
mind?
imagination thing, but
Yep, okay.
if you have a ruin, we can use a ruin, or either way.
Oh, there are
I
heaps
didn't.
of ruins, I
Yeah,
believe.
but all it is that we start the journey across the countryside. This guy comes back after 10 minutes. Do you you want to roll again? I'm not sure. No,
For
yeah, you're fine. We're fine. Okay, so we're headed to the spot, and we get there fine.
Yep.
Partway there, though, Alex is going to be her name. She says, "Should we ditch this guy?"
He says he has a way in. I don't know. Look, you're a rogue type character. If we're resting for the night, did you want to have a look through his bedding and or his backpacks and basically see if he has notes? Because if he has notes on stuff, we could look at ditching him.
If he has notes.
Yeah, he said he's a scholar. Maybe he's written everything as a journal.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay. So I'm
Okay,
going to
so
cook
I'm
an
gonna
awesome
roll.
meal for the night. You'll need to
Okay,
roll. Is it Alex? You said
yeah,
ALEX or ALIX?
yeah, whatever. Yeah, yes.
Cool. You've got them as a 0. Did we want to roll up a rogue for?
No, we don't
Oh,
need to roll for this. No.
okay. Cool.
Uh, Alex doesn't find anything.
Okay. Does Alex get caught though?
No, she just she starts to go over there. She starts to rummage. The guy snores, and she just kind of like chickens out, and then just says she doesn't find anything.
Okay. In that case, I say we keep him just to. Yeah, he's a fighter. I am a squishy mage. I could take him on, but I wouldn't hold my breath.
Okay.
So, plus, I mean, if we come up against anything big, it's always good to have some sort of rogue and possibly someone else there, a buffer,
Yeah.
a tank. So, yeah, I've got no armor. This is my thing.
Okay. So you guys rest for the night, and then you finish up the journey in the morning. You arrive at the structure. There's just it's huge. It's bigger than the city. It's like four or five of the city.
Wow.
Uh, you can see that on top of it was a couple. It was like 2 stories tall apparently, and just these stone structure exterior and a lot of walls inside. It looks like, and it's just some parts are whole, and you can see the different patterns at a difference that you can see that this was a labyrinth, and so now effectively there's kind of this weird labyrinth-esque obstruction all shattered across this whole cliffside. I say cliffside, but it's a slope that you can easily climb. Although parts of the jagged, shattered labyrinth might be more difficult to climb up through. But Alex leads the way.
Okay.
She goes over toward kind of like the northeast portion of it, and she says that the chamber's down here. As she looks around and makes sure that no one can see, and you can see the treacherous one is just grinning ear to ear.
Wait, so
He's so
Alex
excited.
is... Which one is Alex then? I thought Alex was the treacherous one.
Alex is the rockets. Alex is your elf companion with the wolf tattoos.
Sorry.
Oh, I have that.
A-L-E-X.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'll rename this Alex to... I don't
He
know.
says his name is Felix, but he said it after Alex said her name, so it might be made up.
Felix. Okay. I will just go with Felix. There we go. Okay. So in that case, Alex says we'll go this way. I'm going to follow Alex's lead.
All right, so Alex is gonna try to do. She's gonna use a dexterity roll
Yep.
to try to crawl through this crevice to get into the room.
Yep. Oh, easy.
Yep, she's in there.
I will make an attempt as well. My dexterity is pretty darn terrible. 10.
All right, you make it.
I make it? Oh,
And
good.
then we'll try to get this guy in. I'm just gonna run her. I'm gonna roll hers, but to get his, so I got to take away whatever the modifier is. Her modifier is 1, so a 10, so he still gets in, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all in, and as soon as you get into this room, Alex, she lights a candle or a torch, and you can see on the walls. Some of the walls are shattered, but at least one is still whole. There's like a bunch of lamps, and there's some rugs in here. There's some different uh, decanters, and there's vases and different containers of really unusual nature in here.
Yep.
And some of them are actually glowing. But
Ooh.
there's so many that like you if you had to estimate you'd think there was like 50 maybe 100 you don't even know like it's just and some of them are shattered and broke on the ground from the collision, but some of them have been able to stay on that shelf.
Okay. I'm hesitant to touch something. I don't actually have arcane lore, but I am hesitant to touch it. You know what? I'm going to rely on my magic. I'm going to go up and have a look at it and see if it's worth trying to pick up one of these vases.
One of the ones that's on the ground.
Yeah, let's try one of the ones on the ground first. See if I could work out, like, does it have any residual magic within it?
Okay, you find this really long, tall, but laying on its side red vase with red vines and a rose emblem kind of emblazoned into it when it was formed,
Yep.
and it's emanating a significant amount of magic,
Ooh.
but you find the aura to be kind of comforting.
Oh, nice. Hey, Seb. Yes, we are going well. So, a comforting aura. Okay. Do I recognize the emblem at all? The rose and the thorn emblem.
Um, yeah, you can roll some lore. You'd have to roll pretty high.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Ignore that roll. That's a perception roll. Oh, it's probably a higher roll than I'll get with intelligence. Let's try
You
intelligence.
know that it's
Oh, same.
that it's
Nice.
from a region very far away that you've heard about. It's a lot different than here. This would be thousands of miles away. Um, that it's very odd for it to have traveled this far.
Okay, was it like? Is this room a catalogue room? Like, are there other emblems from different societies in this room, as if
Oh
they're
yeah,
artifacts being
it's a
stored?
variety. As you look around, you can see some that you recognize from far away, some that a very small amount that you recognize from locally, and a lot just very unusual looking from a culture that you've never even come to contact with. Yep.
Ah, okay. So,
I am the DM. Yes, Seb, I have the
yes.
power.
Yes, Seb, here's the DM. I am just the noob here. Um, I might
As he hard
make.
carried us through character creation.
I anything of major value. Do you want me to do
All
a?
of these objects, just by themselves, most of them are antiques, so
They would
they're
all
all
be
quite valuable.
valuable, but probably very fragile. So I can't literally just pocket them up. And
Well, the glass, and then they're metal, and none of them are like wooden. So effectively, you can pick them up and sell them somewhere. Some of them have been shattered though, and some of them are dented. Uh, but there's a ton of them, so it'd be pretty hard to carry a lot of them out of
yeah,
here. Like you would need to come back with maybe some bags or extra bags or something like.
okay. I'm
Uh,
going to get out a notebook and I'm sort of drawing a path as I go, and I'm marking this room as one to come back to. I don't have extra baggage, so unless it's super valuable or something like a weapon, because I left home
okay,
without a weapon. I've just got my standard, you know,
as you're writing your notes, your companion
Felix. Yep.
snatches up a lamp off of the ground and starts to rub it furiously.
I don't like the sound of rubbing lamps. Okay, what hell comes out of it?
Smoke starts to flow out of the nozzle of it. And you see what appears to be a genie in blue skin. Very familiar kind of a look.
Yep.
It's kind of a hazy gray, maybe. And he says, "Who has summoned me?" And he goes, it's me, it's me, it's I, Felix." Or no, I'm sorry, not Felix. No, he doesn't say Felix. He says his real name. It says, "It is me. It is I, Eric." And Eric says, "Do I get wishes? How can I be?" And the guy says, "I will grant you 3 wishes." And he says, I wish for them to disappear." And he points right at you.
Okay.
And you're
Um,
back at the bar.
and I'm back at the bar. Excellent. So this was about a day's travel away, wasn't it?
Yep, yep. It was like a day and a morning.
I
But you and
am.
Alex are safe. You're not harmed. You're
Yep.
just back at the bar.
I thought he was going to cast invisibility on us.
Yeah, yeah.
um. Okay. I guess as I have no idea what Eric's actual other wishes are, I'm going to go by. I'm not going to go buy one. I'm going to go to one of the local merchants and see if I can get anybody who I can hire to come and cart stuff off. Basically, what the price is. I want to set up a small little base camp at the bottom of this, and with lots of basically boxes with pea straw in it or hay or whatever and stuff like that, so we can start excavating everything out of it.
You're thinking like a small camp with you and Alex and maybe one hireling, or are you
I
trying to get together like a big team
Not a
for
big team.
excavation?
I'm thinking just possibly 2 hirelings and maybe a donkey with a cart. Basically, something, even if the hirelings tow the cart, I don't care if it's cheaper, but basically some way to catalogue, to get any of these resources we've gotten out safely.
All right, give me a roll to kind of gauge how well you're going to do at this.
Okay, so that will either be communication bargaining or intelligence evaluation. What would you like? I have a +2
You
on both.
decide. but let me know.
Okay. With my intelligence, I get an 11 for intelligence evaluation. So 11 for that. And my
You
communication
want to
to
tell
bargain.
intelligence evaluation?
Oh, no, actually, I'm going to use communication bargaining because I got 13 with 5 on the stunt dice.
Okay.
So for 5 stunts, let me load up the player handouts and go to stunts. I will show the players. Okay, this is going to be, what would you say, social stunts or exploration stunts?
I'll let you pick between the two. What you're
Um,
trying to do is you're trying to acquire hirelings and resources, and you're trying to work through your contacts. With your intelligence roll being really low, you didn't your contact that you would normally go to the scholars. They are already not available. They're already doing something, effectively, probably a different kind of excavation or research or something. So
fair
you weren't able
enough.
to get in touch with them. But there were a lot of merchants who were willing to listen to your plan, and so you're in
Actually,
the process
no,
of bargaining
because I'm going to use
what
my
you can
5
get.
stunts for the exploration stunt. Cover your tracks. Leave no evidence you performed the action. So I'm going to use that to basically gauge how much I can get without actually dropping any information that I'm on to some sort of something big.
Okay. Yeah, so
And
this is pretty complex because I'm trying to understand the actual request. You want to convince these merchants to to loan you resources and personnel, but you don't want to have any tracks as to what you're doing. So you have to tell me what you're going to give them as information. Like you have to have some kind of a uh
some sort of
what are
collateral.
like yeah, like they're like, well, how are you going to make money on this trip?
Yep.
How
Okay.
do we know we're going to get any return?
I am basically going to tell them that um, I'm going to tell them that we have started a archaeological dig. We have funding. However, the funding is for research purposes. They mention nothing about, you know, grave robbing or pillaging, that sort of stuff. I'm going to tell them that because of a lack in the contract, we have rights to anything there is. But if people are willing to put up the money to research, I will give them, say, 25% on top of whatever fees they add to of everything that I bring back. And
Okay,
if I
three of the
bring
merchants,
3 of the merchants, yeah,
your stunt points you use cover your tracks. How many points was that?
that was 4, and I have the
Okay.
basic social stunt of impress.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
if I
You
need to
get
make
two
another roll,
wagons, you get six hirelings. Three of these merchants are all in. One of them wants one of them wants more money than what you've offered there. But he's because he says that he'll offer a third wagon and two more hirelings if you can give the group 10% more. If the group can get 35%
35% all
instead of
up.
25%. So it's up to you if you want to haggle with him. But they've already committed to two wagons and four hirelings. So you go six
Um,
and three.
how much stuff did you say was in the room? Would a third wagon be worth it?
You think you might be able to pack the stuff into one wagon if you're just doing that room, but they don't know how
That's
much it
just
is, and
one
they think
room.
that you're going to excavate like a lot of the labyrinth.
I'll just stick with the way it is. Tell you what, I'll give them 30%, so it's 10% per merchant.
Okay, and then to be clear, they're like, we're expecting 20,000 gold. To be clear,
To be clear,
like we
20,000.
yeah.
It depends on where you sell the stuff from, where you sell the stuff. Now, I didn't pocket anything, so I can't tell them, but I will describe the vase with the runes on it and basically, hey, this is what I found. It looked quite some age. you could possibly get about $1,000 for that alone, and there were plenty of them there.
Yeah, yeah. They agree with your evaluation. It's spot on, and they're ready to invest. So
Okay.
you get your crew together,
Yep.
and you're able to set up your base camp. And you're gonna go there and set up your base camp first, or when you get there, are you gonna have your people wait, and you guys are gonna inspect
We
inside
are
first?
going to give them instructions to set up a base camp. I want to set up some sort of communication system with them so I can effectively. Basically, I'm drawing a map as I go through, and once we go through a room, I'll go back out, bring them in, and let them take everything out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'll have a good look at everything that's in there first, and because I don't want another genie to pop out. Any sign of Felix or Eric?
Okay. So I'm gonna say that you're gonna use your hirelings to open up the opening a little more, so you don't need to roll for that then.
Cool. Yep.
And as you go in, Felix is there, but he's stone. He's just he. It looks like he was holding the lamp, but now it's on the ground, and it's not even dented or anything. But he's made of stone.
Okay, I'm going to use some cloth to wrap up this lamp. I know the power of genies and how unpredictable they are. I'm going to basically point out Felix and say, unless you want something like this to happen, do not rub this lamp whatsoever. I want them to put it in a lockbox and shuffle it aside. Any other lamps around there?
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're all over the place. There's like 100 of these things or 50 of these things. Like they're just all over. Lamps, vases, all these containers in this room.
Okay.
Like I say, the one shelf. Uh, okay, so I gotta back up a little bit. You're having your underlings. You've told these underlings to now wrap up these containers.
Wrap them up, but
You're
do
letting
not
them in the
rub them.
room.
So cloth, wrap, bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see one of the underlings. Uh, he looks like he might not agree with you on how to proceed. Are you going to do anything about that, or how do you want to?
Um,
He says openly. He says, "These are genies."
it's like, damn you. Um, yeah. So remember, your boss wanted a large amount of money. Imagine the profits for a genie lamp that hasn't had the genie out of the bottle.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand that concept. He says, but it could give us a wish.
Uh,
But we could be rich right now.
yeah, genies are. I'm going to try and persuade him. So I'm
Okay,
going
go
to do
ahead.
a communication roll. 15 to persuade. I'm going to basically persuade him and just say to him, yes, you can get lots of money, but if you wish for a ton of gold, you will get a ton of gold. However, you won't spend a ton of gold because that ton will appear above your head and fall at a great amount, splattering you across the place. And then I will have a ton of gold and you will be dead.
He agrees. He says that he appreciates that you're looking out for him, and he
Seb
begins to
says,
wrap up carefully some of the different vases and containers.
yeah, Seb reckons that Eric said, I wish to be stoned.
Yeah, you could always wish to find out what that guy did.
I'm not touching a genie lamp.
So you start wrapping these up. Some of the containers, not an issue. Everything's going great. You brought the right materials for it. You have a lot of people. You have your wagons. One wagon's back at the base camp. One wagon's up with you guys. You got two guys back behind. Two guys are with you. So you like the four of you are in the room effectively with this stone guy.
I
When you
want
hear
him to be
rustling from
bagged up as
outside,
well. I'm sure he can be a couple of bucks worth. I
you
mean,
want to
have
bag up the stone dude?
yeah, why not?
Oh
Sell
my
him as a
god! Okay.
statue.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to help lift him. Let's see an athletics challenge here, because
I actually have
your
strength
hirelings aren't.
might.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, that is bad. 9.
Yeah, you guys like broke an arm off of him, but you managed to get him in the cart.
Ah, we'll break the other one off and say it's Venus de Milo's mate.
There you go. What are you gonna do with his broken hands?
Sell them as back scratchers.
Okay, yeah, so they go in the cart too. All right. All profits.
Yep.
All profit. Right.
Damn, I didn't
Alex
get
is
to go through
astounded
his.
with your capitalistic nature. She thought she was a good merchant.
Yes.
All right, so you're packing it all up and things are going pretty good. Like your underlings aren't touching anything, they're not rubbing anything weird. You're avoiding any kind of weird goo in the room. All of the broken ones, the do you let's suppose you got
Um.
like half of these things all packed up and you've identified the containers that you want to grab, but there's still rugs in there, and there's also broken pieces, and there's a couple of other larger objects there's a shield, and there's also a spear. There's it looks like there might be another chamber that you can get into that may or may not be affiliated with this one, but there's like it's in proximity, so it might be worth investigating as well.
Um. Let's just bag everything. I'll get the underlings to bag the lot. So obviously rugs, that sort of stuff, the shields, they can just go on top of the boxes.
Okay.
Does anything feel cursed or like,
Well,
the quicksand
who's
rug?
gonna do you look at the rugs first, or do you let your underling grab the rugs?
I will have a quick look at them,
Okay.
mainly to see
You
if
can
they
feel
are.
magic emanating off of them.
Hmm. I'll get two underlings to start rolling it, but I'm going to step back.
Okay. As an underling approaches it and starts to grab a hold of it, it unfolds and a lady pops out.
Okay.
And she looks kind of elvish. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to ask what kind of race, what skin color?
She's kind of yellowish, but think
So
like high
Fey,
elf looking.
high
From
elf?
she's goldish looking. She's got yellowish goldish skin. That's what I mean to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, sun elf type.
Very very pointed features. Uh and she's stretching. She's just stretching. She's like leaning down. She's touching her toes. She's reaching
She's
out.
been in the rug for a bit. I'm going to sort of say, evening, my lady. Who are you?
When she goes on to explain that she is the genie of this rug, that she
Another genie.
her name is Amalexia, and that she is just excited to be out of there, that she'd been trapped for so long, and that she is happy to grant the wishes as appropriate, uh, and that she can't thank you enough for just letting her out. She
Um,
also begs you, please also don't make your wishes fast. Take your time, be very cautious.
okay. I'm going to do a perception empathy roll to see if she's on the level or. Yeah, that's not good. 11.
Well, as far as you can tell, she seems pretty sincere that she's genuinely concerned for you. It seems like she has genuine concern for what you're going to wish for.
What are
But
the
it's
porters
actually
doing?
the hireling that she's addressing as the person who can wish for
Yeah,
things.
the hireling did rub it. So, okay. What is he looking like he's doing?
Well, he looks at you and he says, "What should I do?"
I would pay attention to her. Don't wish for anything until we know how she grants. Some genies are great. Some genies will, grant you your wish as you want. Some will make a ton of gold appear above your head. I will
And he
ask
goes to
her.
her. He goes, I would like 100 gold above my head." And he's like pelted in the head with this gold, and then he picks it up.
I'll be like, okay, that was a very literal one. So I still don't know if she's bad or not because he literally asked for 100 gold above his head. I sort of ask Amalexia, you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I sort of ask her, can, how do we get you back? I mean, how were you trapped in a rug? It doesn't have any space inside it. And how do we get the rug back for
She
catalogue
starts to
sales.
tell you her whole life story
Am I going to fall
backwards.
asleep? Backwards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just like, well, a long time ago, there was this guy, and he started to wish for this thing, and he wanted this super ridiculous carriage. Do you just let her just continue on and tell you everything, or
I will get the guys to carry on doing stuff. I'll get them to leave that particular rug.
are you
I'll
gonna let him touch the
listen.
other ones?
I'll listen, but I'll be half-heartedly listening to make sure I nod at the appropriate time. Sort
Well,
of.
okay, so you got a couple things to manage. This hireling has two wishes, and so he's like, well, what do you want me to do? And then the other thing is that there's a high probability that if you touch one of the other ones, that that you're probably going to activate another genie. In fact, like one of these hirelings is going toward another rug, and
I'm going to
s-
have to try and get there to stop him.
okay, you stop him.
Yep.
He says, "What do I do?"
Um, I don't know. Once a genie's out of its bottle, it really only goes back after the wishes, and I can't stop him from wishing stuff. I will tell him basically, don't wish for anything else. You've got your 100 gold. Don't wish for anything else until we can get out of the room and you can get into an open place. And then I guess we will see what happens. Like, talk to the genie. Make sure you don't say "I want" or "I wish I had" or blah blah blah, anything like that. But talk to
Just don't
her.
talk.
Ask her what she wants.
Ah, okay. So you stop one of your guys from grabbing the next rug, and this guy who's got the wishes, you managed to, like, he's going to be quiet effectively, or in a moment he's going to ask her what she wants. But it's at this time that you hear rustling outside the structure, and it's coming closer.
Okay. Uh, I guess I head out to stick my head out.
You're going to stick your head out. Okay, you look outside, and there's four guys coming in.
Are
They're
they armed?
crawling over different stones. They're trying to get up to you. The slope is kind of steep here, so it's a little tough for them to get to you. So you have a little time.
I might do some arcane blasts just over their head to grab their attention and know that I have the higher ground.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you blast. It's over their head. They all look at you, and one of them yells, "Where's Eric?"
Ah, you're Eric. Um, yeah. He got himself stoned.
They look at each other like, "What are you talking about?"
Well, tell you what, I go off and I grab his things and I'm like, yeah, he's pretty armless right now, and I drop their arms down, or his arms down the cliff towards them.
You're gonna
I'll be like,
you
yeah,
turn them to stone. They draw their weapons. They're like really angry now. They want to fight.
I didn't turn him to stone. He teleported us away, and when we came back, he had turned himself into stone.
Eric can't teleport people. He's not a mage.
No, he may have found an artifact that could do it, and he misused said artifact and broke it.
Well, give us this artifact.
We can't. He broke it.
Show us show us the broken remains of this artifact.
I go off. Is there any of these, we've packed all the complete ones, but there's still broken ones on the ground? Any of them not emanating magic?
But yeah, there's some broken. So you're gonna grab some like broken remains of a random one that
Yes.
just doesn't have any magic. Okay. Yeah, so you grab this, and you bring it outside.
Okay. I drop that down and say, well, it had a genie in it. He decided to rub it. He wished for us to disappear, so we got teleported. And then when we came back, he was stone and it was broken. So I'm guessing he used his two wishes. The genie done something and got out somehow.
Hmm.
So you want me to
Well,
do a communication test?
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, what do you want to try to
Well,
convince them
I'm
of,
basically
or
trying to persuade them that he brought it on himself and there's nothing they can do. He's gone.
yeah, you don't need to roll for that. You've been very convincing with the RP. That's they believe you. They're actually convinced.
Oh,
But
cool.
you may need to roll to try to convince them to go away because right now they still are here and they are still aggravated, and you can see that they have gold in mind and revenge. They still blame you. This is your
Okay.
fault.
Um, no, but okay, they're still up on the cliffs that are facing down.
Yeah, well, they're looking up at you, right? They're below, yeah.
I'm going to do Flame Blast, which is sort of AoE, you know, fire, basically spread down.
Okay.
I'll call
They're in groups
this,
of two.
they're in groups of
You could
two.
hit one group or the other group,
So I'm going to
I
just
think.
hit one group, and yeah, let's see if I can cast this magic, because my intelligence is not very high.
Do you want your
Oh,
allies to go
look
to
at
hell?
that. 6 stunt
Holy
points.
crap. All right.
Okay.
What are your stunts?
Okay, so there is some really nice stunts. Let's see, magic item stunts. I'm going to go under basic spell stunts. So, split spell for 4 stunt points. If the spell only affects one target, it can affect 2. Okay, no. So that's a split spell for doing that for single target. That's not going to be it. I might have to do fast casting and cast a second spell over top of them. And then I am going to do powerful casting on the first one, which I'm going to pump 2 into it, which is going to basically put the spell save up to 14 for them.
Okay.
So they take a dexterity acrobatics test. The first 2 are at 12. The first 2 are at 14. The second 2 are at 12.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, make that 13.
I rolled the wrong thing.
Yep. If you open up Alex's sheet, Felix's sheet, and just click on dexterity, that'll roll.
How do I open? Oh, there it is. Felix. Dexterity. Okay.
Okay, so that's 1 fail. Oh, that's 1 success.
Oh, okay.
And so that's the 13 for that, and then 2 more for the other 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I done split spell. I done fast cast, and so I cast it a second time.
2 damage to the other 2. Is that what you said?
No. I basically blast one lot, and then with my things, I do a second blast over the other lot. So I'm actually hitting both groups.
Oh, okay, cool. So I have to roll for both. Okay.
Yep. Okay. 13, that is a pass.
I thought 14 was what I was looking for.
No, I had 5 stunt points, not 6.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
okay, so 2 fails, 2 passes.
2 passes, 2 fails. Okay,
so
2 of the dudes are just cooked. Like they're on fire, and it's causing them damage. And
Yep.
the other guy, like they're like trying to pat him out. You've thoroughly intimidated these guys. They want nothing to do with you, and they're like, "Yeah, just keep your fire magic, you jerk."
Yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm happy.
They're scarred for life. All right, so
2 of them
they're
definitely
they're
are.
going away. They're going down the hill. They might come back with more friends. You don't know, but if you're gonna let them leave, they're gonna leave.
I am going to let them leave, and I'm going to shout out, "Hey, you forgot to take his arms. Don't forget them free back scratches."
Yeah, they make some gestures at you.
They use the arms and lift the arms up.
Yeah.
Okay, Seb has
Okay,
said, "For
so
my first wish, I wish for you to grant all further wishes as intended and be without any negative consequences added on." That's not a bad wish.
one of the minions does exactly that. While you're outside, he grabs the second rug.
Of
A
course he
genie
does.
pops out. He wishes for that. This is Seb. Seb can do the wishes for this minion.
Okay, Seb, what's this minion going to wish for? His second wish. Anything? I mean, this room's got to be pretty clear, so I guess we are going to start
Yeah,
heading to the second room.
your wagon's starting to fill up. You've got a couple rugs left, and then you've got like your two hirelings are just standing there doing their wish things, and then Felix, or I'm sorry, Alex is trying to dig out the second room. There's some rocks there, but she could use your help.
Okay, strength might that is to lift stuff up. 13. I think that's.
All right, yeah, yep. You start to get in there, and as you get into this room, you see a uh, a bunch of chemicals.
Oh, I'm not an
Um,
alchemist at all.
these are containers with fluids inside them, preserved underneath this very, very sturdy table, and they are strapped in thoroughly. And then the other thing I should mention is now your guys are. You're, I have to back up a little bit. One of the shelf that I was talking about that preserved those containers and the preserved the empty containers in that
Yep.
first room, that shelf is magically sealed. That's why
Oh.
that one didn't. It doesn't have any damage yet.
Ah.
This other room, there's a lot of fluids on the ground, and some of them are bubbling. And even now, like this is like a month after this thing has crashed, right? It's just like such
Yeah.
a dangerous area that very few people come out here and have investigated. Um,
Hmm.
and there's a lot of horror stories
I
about the
don't have
area, but
enchantment magic, so I can't remove arcane seals or anything at this
okay.
stage. Yeah.
So you may need to try to rope the whole shelf if you're going to try to take it out of there.
No, let's leave it to begin with,
Oh,
because
okay.
if one of these carts is already full with the first slot, what I'm a bit hesitant to get them to touch the chemicals because who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, it looks like these chemicals that are on the ground in this room, there's a lot of them. They look very hazardous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there doors off to the side of it, or can we basically call this room as let's ignore this room? Like, do we have to go through
This
this
room
to?
looks like a dead end. It looks like it just was like that room, and then there was this room just past it. Although it only looks that way because it's all smashed up, right? Like you can't
True.
physically see any doors.
I'd have to do perception
There may have
searching to
been a
do that.
door or a hallway or something. And if you wanna search some stuff, you can see that one of the rocks in the corner has a glow to it on the backside, and so there's something weird with that that you might want to explore. But other than that, this room looks like looks like it might have been a closet, perhaps.
Okay, Seb's second wish is I wish that my body would be in the condition it was when I was 25 Earth years old, forever, except that I'll heal from any injuries instantly, with the only downside being that I live forever. So, does that mean that he's teleported to the sun, so he'll instantly heal from any burns and just spend the rest of the time on the sun burning?
She goes, well, that's two wishes.
Yeah, that's two wishes. So this is the third genie out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
This guy's got like a ponytail, and yeah,
He looks young.
he's very tall.
I would say when I was 23, I had quite a major injury at 24, and I would not like to have that 24. Ah, yes, don't forget the first wish. So no negative consequence, so he can't be teleported to the sun. But give it a couple
He's
of million years, the sun will come to the earth.
well, he tells you that that's multiple wishes though, and he can't grant them both. You have to specify one or the other. You can either be young or you can heal, but you can't do both.
Cool. Okay. I think we take the first carriage back while this guy's doing that. I would like to show the people the stuff we've got because I dare say they would be impressed with the haul from just this carriage alone. And I would
Do
like to
you
get them to fund a bunch of guards. May have pissed off a few
okay?
people by setting them on
So
fire.
you've got all of this loot on the first carriage,
Yep.
and you're gonna seal up the tomb. Your two hirelings come out with their genies. You leave the rugs in there, or do they put the rugs in the carriage as well? I mean, the rugs that belong to these genies.
The That's a tough one. I would say leave the rugs in there, leave those hirelings there. Possibly just me, Alex. I would almost say just me and Alex take the first carriage back. Leave the
Okay.
other four people there. They can camp for the night and stuff. I don't want too many people to see exactly what we've got. So if just
Yeah.
Alex and I head back to the thing, we talk to the three people that funded us,
All right.
show them the loot, and then say, hey, we've already been accosted by bandits. I would like to hire some more. Well, I would like you guys to hire some, not bandits, hire some guards.
Guards. Okay.
Yeah.
So you roll into town with the wagon, and you're talking to them, and they see the goods. You tell them what's in them.
I will show them the stuff on the outside, which is the rugs. I'll tell them not to touch them, but I'll also show them the shields and the spears and the tapestries, that sort of stuff. And basically say these boxes are full of loot.
They can tell right away that they're emanating magic.
Yeah.
That a lot of these things are have a magical nature. They're very impressed with the take. Uh, what is? I'm sorry. I guess I need to back up. What is it that you want to get from them? You just want to get guards for now. You're not trying to extract money for these or get paid on the spot. You're still going to
Um,
give it time to.
Basically, I would like some guards. The first set of guards to guard the thing. The second set is I would like independent guards to guard this so they don't start going and pilfering parts out of it. And basically, yeah,
You're going to leave stuff in the town with the guards.
with guards, yes.
Oh, okay. They're their guards, so you know you have a limited amount of trust with them.
But three
But
different people. If one guard starts stealing stuff, the other two guards would be like, they'd either hoe in or try and take that guy out. I'm
okay.
hoping that,
So you're getting different guards from the different
yeah.
merchants and hoping that they don't collude together, that they have like a mutual invested
Well,
interest.
I'd basically tell them not to tell the guards what is in these goods, so the
Oh,
guards
okay.
don't know what it is.
So the
And
merchants do this in favor of their interests so that the guards don't know, they won't steal from the merchants. Got it.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah,
Everybody's on this page for the profit. Yeah.
correct, yes. And basically
All right.
just hint to the fact that if they do take everything out of this, then yeah, I've lost a cartload of stuff, but there's possibly 30, 40 more cartloads, and I'll just get some more people. And news of their sudden winnings will probably attract a whole heap more people. So they'll lose in the
Well,
long run.
so it takes a day and a half for you to get back. If Seb can finish his wish, that would help me, I think, just because odds are that would complete before you get back. But uh, if you're gonna get four guards given to you to go back with you, and
Yep.
you get four guards for watching the stuff there in the town.
Cool.
So you
Yep.
get your guards, and you can go back and you can grab more of the loot.
Excellent. We're
It'll
going to
be an
ignore the
it's
other.
a yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also while you're in the town, uh, those guys that came and attacked you, they arrive back after you. They've actually struggled to get back because of their injuries. Yep.
Yeah. Are they using the arms as walking sticks at all?
They don't appear to have the arms with them at all. They seem
Ah,
to
I'll
abandon
go
them.
ask
Yeah,
them, where did you drop the
unfortunately.
arms off? Because I can sell them.
And they say the nastiest stuff to you. They're so mad at you.
Yeah, I'm just going to juggle a little ball of flame and grin as I walk past.
They're intimidated. They're thoroughly intimidated. They try to get away from you. One of them actually screams when he sees fire.
Excellent. Okay, I guess we head back. Seb, have you come up with a new wish at all? But until then, yeah,
Okay. So you get back to the spot and you're gonna try to. You got your two wagons. How are you gonna proceed?
um, I guess we're leaving the shelf there. I didn't buy any tools to be able to get the shelf back. Um, well, get the shelf off. I
Well,
guess
you can
we.
you can retcon if you wanted to do that. I didn't mean to rush you out of town before you
No,
buy
no, no,
stuff.
that's fine. Does this town have like a scroll dealer? So I could. I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember
you
the
can. The
spell.
merchants that you're working with, they have a lot of scrolls. There's a lot of scroll trade. Yeah, there's
Okay.
actually some mages in the town, some scholars. You can try to wait around for some of them. You have some friends in the town that you might be able to get in touch with if you want to do another role for trying to just see if you can get with your contacts, one of your intelligence, whatever it's called. I forget. Evaluation, I think, is what I used that for, but probably not the
Yes.
right thing.
I'm just
Whatever the
trying
appropriate role is, I
to
guess, for finding your
remember.
contacts.
Finding contacts. Contacts is either communication, bargaining, or intelligence evaluation, I believe.
Okay.
So that is a 13. Wait, no,
Yeah.
that's not
So
a 13. Yes, that is a 13.
you're able to get in touch with a mage that you know in the town is pretty powerful, and he recommends to you a specific spell that would let you unseal the shelf,
Yep.
or you could get a different scroll that lets the shelf just not have weight, so you can kind of float the shelf back easily.
Force
So
Arcana.
whichever one you want to do, and either or, and then the merchants do have these spells on hand. He can't cast this sort of magic. He doesn't have them himself, but he knows of them, and the merchants do have these.
I would actually say, okay, Seb has come back. I guess with the safety of the first wish, to always have enough gold to purchase whatever he wants.
Okay, so your hireling receives a pouch, and when he reaches his hand in, he pulls out some gold.
Okay. That's going to make him a big target.
Yeah, the other hirelings have noticed that this guy is suddenly effectively rich.
Yes. I am going to whisper into his ear, yeah, run. Because I'm tempted to try and pick his pocket if my dexterity wasn't 0. um, okay. Yeah, I'm going to take the one that will make the shelf weightless, because if we take the entire shelf out, I think they could be worth even more as some sort of magical display case of all this arcane energy that's, all complete. Who knows what it can have? It could blow up as soon as you open it, or it could do much, much more. But yeah, I'm going to take that spell.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, we do that, and that lot goes on the truck or the cart we've just pulled back.
Okay, so you're leaving the shelf. You're gonna unseal the shelf and take all the stuff off of it, and put it in the cart.
Yes. No, no, no.
Okay.
We're not unsealing the shelf. We're carrying the shelf as one, so
Oh,
detaching
you're
it from the
making it
wall.
light, and then you're gonna carry it out.
Yes.
Okay. You make it light. You tilt it. Everything kind of rattles on the shelf, and you carry it out. And I'm sorry, it doesn't rattle. It doesn't rattle at all. It doesn't move. None of the stuff moves. You turn it sideways. The stuff defies gravity, stays where it is, and you put it on
Excellent.
the wagon. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess we go to another chamber. Let's explore more.
Okay. So, rewinding it back just to do both back and forth.
Yep.
The moment that you acquire that bag, the other hireling wishes that he has that bag, and your bag switches from your hip, Seb, to his hip, and now your friend hireling coworker, who may or may not be your friend anymore, now has your bag of gold. And the one girl genie, her eyes roll as she does this, and then the guy genie, he puts his hand over his face.
He's got his 3 wishes. What happens to the genie once the 3rd wish goes? Like,
It'll
does
be
he go back
interesting.
into the rug?
Your estimate is that they all have different kind of results,
Okay.
because there's a lot of them in there that they won't all work the same. Yeah,
Yeah. But, I mean, what
it'll be
actually
hard to
happens
tell.
to the genie? Does he vanish? Does he stay corporeal so we can talk to him?
Oh yeah,
Like,
we'll
does
we'll have to
somebody else
see. Yeah,
have to rub the
fight,
rug?
fight, fight. Are you really gonna fight him? Are you really gonna fight? You're gonna have the hirelings fight? Okay, so you get back about a day and a half later, and after the hirelings have been arguing for a bit, we'll just say that for whatever reason they held off their fight, just arguing over who should have what, and different mechanics of wishes and what they think about wishes, and they're talking to the genies, and they're just exhausting themselves, just like trying to think through like what to do next, right? One of them's used two wishes, the other one's used two wishes.
3.
They both have one more wish. The other two hirelings just don't know what to think about this. They're too scared to like touch anything because your stories. So uh, you get back and you see them. They're all arguing, and you try to direct things to get this shell floated out and onto the cart. And this is where we are in the story now. So you may proceed.
I think Alex should do a bargaining roll to see, because her bargaining is so much better. I've got a cat caterwauling to me
What do you want to bargain?
to try and get them to stop, to carry on working. Not, I don't want to rub any more. I don't want to let genies out. I don't like genies.
Well, this Seb, what do you do? Do you want to get in the voice chat there, Seb? I think you can probably do that if you want to.
Yeah.
That might be a little easier.
Let me just edit the channel. Can Seb access this? Who has permissions into this? Yes, Seb doesn't have access to that, so let me add him in.
Is that what we did last time?
We were in a different chat last time, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah,
Yeah,
she
he
can roll her
should
thing.
have access now.
She tries to roll her Constitution bargaining, and she's able to get them to kind of like at least maybe not Sub's character, but the other character is definitely he's content with just like having his his unlimited gold, and his extra wish, and he's just happy as things are as they are right now. He doesn't want to fight.
Seb says he
You
won't
won't
be
be
able
able
to
to think of
think
this
of
on the
this
spot.
one
That's
on the
fine. You can
spot.
type if you want to. You don't have to be. I don't want to put you on the spot. That's fine. So he's ready. He's just he's content to just not fight. So if Seb's character is also content to not fight, then
Well, I think
those two
Seb's
hirelings
character
will be
is
peace.
out of out of wishes.
I thought he
First
had
wish,
one more.
no, first wish was to have nothing bad happen to his subsequent wishes. Second wish was immortality.
He
Third,
didn't get that one.
oh,
He didn't get the immortality wish because he asked for youth and he asked for healing. And
ah,
the genie declared that to be two wishes and said that he had to specify just one.
okay. So
So
yes, he
that
does
that
have
one
one
was
more wish.
disqualified by his genie. That particular genie with the ponytail said no, that's two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not sure if another genie would agree, but that particular genie said, "No, no,
yeah,
no, that's two."
because I am hesitant to like firing bandits is fine. I don't mind setting fire to bandits all day long. I am fairly hesitant to do that to people with genie wishes in their pocket
Yeah.
because, yeah, I
Yeah, yeah,
don't,
obviously.
I don't want to be turned to stone or anything like that.
You're contemplating just burning your underling for violating the rules. That's
Well, I
hilarious.
was
Yeah.
contemplating it, but
It's
if
safe. It might be a safe move. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. All right.
yeah,
Well, you
no.
could banish him. You could just ask him to leave, right? You could
Okay,
ask. You could
Seb's
ask if the
next wishes
hireling.
he wishes he is fireproof. Joy.
You're using your third wish to be fireproof.
Well, that rules me out of
You didn't
Birmingham.
get. You don't have the gold. Your wishes are going to be safe, and you're going to be fireproof. That's what the girl's asking. The female, the lady, the other guy's genie is asking you for verification. The guy with the ponytail is grinning. He's like, "Are you sure?"
These are very patient genies asking.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Well, the one girl is genuinely concerned about everybody's wishes, and she just yammers on about these tales of people messing up wishes like non-cessant. Whenever there's an opportunity for her to talk about it, she's just
so is she
telling stories about
open
people messing
to
stuff up.
talking, like she's talked about her history and stuff?
Oh yeah.
I want to know is there a way to break a genie free in a way that basically she no longer has to grant wishes? It'll be
They
a
both
nice rug,
immediately turn to you and they both say at the same time, "You can wish for us to be free. You can wish for our freedom."
but they obviously have to do the wishes of the the first two people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they saying at all, I want, other than I want to be fireproof?
The one guy doesn't talk a whole lot. Oh, you mean
The
the hirelings?
the hirelings, yeah. Like, can
Well,
I
the one
trick them
hireling, he's
into
just
making?
content to just be rich right now. He's got another wish, and he's just not. He doesn't seem to have any indication that he wants to even spend it. He's
Ah,
just happy that he has like a pocket full of money. He has 100 gold plus the unlimited supply. He's thrilled. He's actually like, if you don't mind, I'd like to just grab her and go, if it's okay.
um, I'm going to say to him, I'll let you leave, and I'll deal with this other guy with the wish if you wish her free. You've got
Uh,
unlimited gold.
he looks at you and he thinks for a second and he says he's just gonna leave. And he starts to he calls her to him and he picks up the rug and he starts to walk away.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and stop him, but all he has to do is say, "I wish you wouldn't do that," and then I can't stop him.
But he threatens you. He says,
Seb
"Don't
is
try to
like,
stop me,
Seb is saying,
or I'll
"That's
have
my
her do
gold
bad stuff to
pouch."
you."
You
That's my
could
gold
wish,
pouch.
Seb, that you
You
have
can just
a
get another gold pouch, she
yeah.
says. The other guy's genie says, she says, "You can just get another gold pouch. You don't need to fight over anything. You can let him go. It doesn't matter if he leaves."
I'm going to turn to the Seb's character and whisper in his ear, "Hey, why don't you wish for both genies to be free? That will use your wish, but will stop him being under the genie protection, and then you go kill the guy."
The hireling is, there's like an opportunity here where the hireling is still trying to process it. He's trying to understand. Deal, charge. Oh, okay, so you okay, so Seb's character turns and wishes for both genies to be free. His genie goes free and just leaves. He's gone. That's it. He's just gone. The rug disappears, gone.
The other genie, because the wish was for both genies to be free.
Yeah, there was no explanation for this. But the girl, she shakes her head and she says, "That's two wishes, and he just took one of your wishes."
So she's not free.
She's not free, no, yeah.
Ah, genie
But
magic.
somewhere in there, you had said that you wished for that guy to be free, so therefore, that's what she's saying, and then he's gone also. So it's kind of a convincing argument. But there's a whole bunch of lamps all around.
Yeah, there are. I just don't want to awaken another genie. I don't want genie
I know,
wars.
right? Yeah, this has been rather neutral so far.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from that one guy getting turned to stone for who knows why.
Um. Okay. I'm tempted to pop open a genie, but I don't. I mean, Seb's
Did you keep
character
the one?
obviously.
Did you keep that particular vase that you looked at earlier, or did you sell that one, or did you leave it back at the other spot?
I kept it behind because I want to study what happens to a genie lamp once the genie. Like, obviously, I've seen the rug vanish, but if this lamp is there, how is that? Must mean that it could possibly be the second wish that turned him into stone, which means the genie is still waiting for a third wish, which means it can't get a master.
Uh, the when Felix was wishing, he used a lamp, and his genie was blue in color,
Yes.
and you saw one of his wishes,
Yep.
but you don't know how many wishes it was. And then when you came back, you saw that the lamp was just sitting at his feet while he was turned to stone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, whatever you
Okay.
can.
Seb's character is diving into a pile of lamps to rub. Yes. So I guess I'm going to yeah, uncork the bottle.
Okay,
I'm
so
going
there's a
to
problem with this. There's a problem right now. The Seb's character wants to grab another lamp. My
with
understanding is that you have packed up
most of the lamps.
everything that you could pack up in this room. You had packed up,
Yeah.
and it's back in town.
Yep.
So the only access you have right now to any other lamps, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing this right, is the shelf that is sealed. And so you're gonna have to go back to town to get another lamp. But you can go back to town and get another lamp.
Well, that one or the other lamp that I haven't taken, the one that was,
You kept the red one.
yeah, the red one. Yeah.
So you can grab the red one because it's in this room or it's at the wagon.
Well, remember, I was the one who wrapped it up and done it.
You
I basically kept that aside beside me at
It's
all
on
times.
you. You have
Yes.
it on your person.
Yes.
It's in like your back or something, your
Yeah.
backpack. Okay. So there is a lamp here, but it's kind of in possession.
I'm going to, yeah, I'm
Sorry, I didn't
just
mean
going
to
to
lead
put
you
my
the wrong
hand
way,
in the
Seb. I was
pack.
just trying to keep track of everything.
Yeah, I'm going to rub this lamp and just see if a genie pops out, then it must have been his third wish. So I have no idea what his second wish is.
As you rub this vase, this red vase with the rose, rose forms stem inside of the vase and buds above the vase, and you have this beautiful flower. And it speaks to you telepathically.
Cool.
Uh, and you don't get like words as much as like you have a sensation that you can wish for things.
Okay. This is a tough one. I would wish for the ability to recall any knowledge that I am trying to think about.
Something you already know, or
No. So if I don't know it, all I have to do is think about knowing it, and then I will know it.
okay. As you kind of like, uh, are you gonna try to voice this, or are you gonna try to just think real hard at the flower?
Think hard at the flower.
Okay. Okay. So you think hard at the flower, and you become aware of a lot of things. And one of the things that you become instantly aware of is that it would be dangerous for you to receive all of that, that there is a limited capacity for you to hold things, that you only have so much,
Yep. That's
that,
why
that there's
it's
so
like
much to
recall
know that
knowledge.
it's beyond that.
Yep.
But you also receive the information that you have received a lot of information.
Yep.
And
So,
you also are aware of like that this flower has existed for a long time. It came into being by the efforts of another genie. That another genie had actually made this thing for someone who had wished for it, and that person had died of old age, and that this flower had it kind of lets go of its petals as you do wishes. You get more than one wish from this thing, but it is limited to its petals, uh,
how much
and then it will
petals
vanish.
does it
The
have?
flower inside will vanish, and the object will remain.
Okay. So, the first recall knowledge check I am going to do, I would like to know more about where these silver genies come from, their lore. Basically, I want to know about them. So, is there a way to sever a connection from whoever's controlling them?
Which genie is it?
The one that's still got the wish left.
Oh, okay, the one on the rug.
Yep. So,
The
by
girl.
picking out tiny bits of information, I'm not going to hit, brain drain.
This girl told you her story, and
Yes.
also you know the truth of it as well. That when she was younger, she stumbled upon a genie, and for her third wish, she asked for the same power as a genie, and then she just became a genie herself, trapped in a rug. And her wishes were very mundane. She asked for a house, and she asked for her mother's health, and she was given both of those wishes for her first two, just like her story described.
So,
But so she has like there's a small cottage out there long, long ago that was hers, and then her mom was healthy, and then she became a genie and locked in this carpet.
okay. So, if I wish, how many wishes do I have left?
You are aware that you have approximately 20 wishes off of this flower. That there's just like
Okay.
a whole bunch of petals on it, and
I'm going to wish that this young girl didn't make her third wish.
okay. So the flower seems to be like trying to attempt to go back in time and undo her wish, but it seems to be unable to do so.
Yeah, dang.
But
Okay.
you become aware that that a petal is falling off of the
Yep. So I
flower,
burnt a
that
petal for
you've
nothing.
burned a wish even though it can't be accomplished. But at the same time, you also become aware as you think about it, because the next conclusion is like, why does that happen? The flower, you become aware that the flower can't do things back in time. That that
Can't
any
retcon.
kind of time oriented thing is restricted from this particular thing, and that it is more associated with like uh, really advanced wizardry than almighty powerful genies, right? That this artifact is more magical in nature, from like an artificial man created sense, than it is for it to be like formed by a deity of some kind,
I'm going
a
to
trickster
talk.
deity.
Yeah, I'm going to ask the Esmerinda or whatever her name was. I actually can't remember. Well, I know it was
Almalexia? Yeah.
an Alexia. That's it. I'm going to ask her. Does she want to be free?
Yeah. She definitely was. She would appreciate it very much. She would love to be
I'm
free.
going
And she
to.
thanks you for your effort.
I'm going to use a wish. I'm going to think it so it's not out loud. I'm going to. I mean, I don't think they know at this stage that I've got a lamp
Well,
myself.
your underling begs you. He says, "Wait, can you not do that? Can I just have my last wish?"
I'm going to ask him to wish her free. Say you've got the money.
He
Yeah.
he turns to her and he says, "I wish." He's trying to process because he's thinking, and you're thinking, and so you're learning exactly what he's thinking as he's thinking it, and he's going through the process of trying to like figure out if he can tell her to take him somewhere that you don't know where it is, but you won't be able to bring him right back here. And he's determined that he can't do that. So he's running around in circles in his head, trying to figure a way out of this predicament. And then he just says, I wish for you to be free.
Okay.
And then and then she's free.
And then Seb's
And
character pounces on him.
what?
And then
What's
Seb's
that?
character will pounce on him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because he's got the coins. Yeah. And so yeah, both those things happen. Yeah. Sem's character jumps on him. She's free. Her color returns to like a normal color, no longer that yellowish, goldish color. And then um, her clothing, which was kind of like super super crisp, then becomes like a bit damp and older. That there was some magic kind of like preserving her clothing effectively,
Yep.
but that seems to have died away now. And she's kind of wearing just rags. She looks fine. She's still like the same age as she looked like she was, maybe like mid 20s or something. But her clothes are definitely not. They're not as
Okay.
as fancy as they were.
Well, now that I've got, say, 18 wishes left and technically unlimited knowledge as long as I seek it out, I do want to know what on earth this ship is.
Ah, you want to know the story of the ship?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because by
So
knowing the story of the ship, I'll know where to go and look for whatever is valuable from it.
you learn that the next room over is actually significantly dangerous. That the containers contain different liquids of different, basically attempted solutions for the wizard's wife's disease. which is effectively just her dying of a kind of a cancer, where just like she was just everything inside of her was growing wrong due to a spell from another more jealous lich, right? And so this wizard had turned to become a lich to have more time to try to work to save her. And in the process of that, he developed a lab. But over time, he discovered that he just didn't have access to enough stuff. And so he converted his lab into a flying fortress. And then over time, he expanded his fortress as he became more powerful. And then he had trapped goblins, he had trapped minotaurs, he had trapped tribes of people, and he had kind of established different areas in this flying fortress. And then he established a technology combined with magic that let the fortress fly, kind of a flotation device.
Yep.
It's fairly complex, so I'm not going to try to like articulate it here because it's just like I don't know how I don't know. Anyway, like and it involved like some of the science from today along with magic from the story, right? So and then there were runes in the next room. It's actually part of that is part of the flying mechanism where it's been destroyed. If you were to drink any one of those chemicals, you would probably turn it into a monstrous abomination that would have
Yeah.
like a very high growth rate. So if anything drinks that, it's actually going to become a kind of a monster that will be really, really hard to kill. You
Okay.
know that there was a battle on this fortress a long time ago when the heroes that actually caused it to crash into the mountain, that they fought one of those creatures, that they almost drank one of those fluids, but they didn't drink it. You know that the wife is actually in that case still, and someone actually has extracted her case body away from here. The wizard's dead, and he was killed by those heroes. You know his name, her name, their history, their growth, and then they were both wizards, and then hers was more herbal based
Yep.
and anything else that you wish to learn about the fortress, you're able to. There's also an interesting mountain on top of the fortress. So the fortress was a big structure, and it was so big that you couldn't see on top of it. But on the top of it was actually a mountain because when the guy formed it, he formed it inside a mountain and then he lifted it up.
Nice. That is
Yeah,
powerful magic.
yeah,
Okay,
yep,
so we're not touching the chemical room. I would
yeah.
like to reseal that door, not with a wish, just with, a thing. Why are there so many genie bottles around? Was he trying to use genie magic to cure?
Yeah, he had made a couple of attempts to acquire people to use the genies to do healing. So he would injure certain people inside of his one of his many attempts at trying to figure this out was to hurt people and then to offer them these magical lamps and rugs and things to try to then heal their friend. And then he could observe how the healing occurred, so then he could try to figure out how he could heal his wife. So he never used the genies himself. He figured it was
Okay,
too much risk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And do I know if there's any more rooms of valuable artifacts that can be safely looted?
Yeah, there's a lot of valuable artifacts around that. Basically, around this chamber, there are a few other chambers that have different magical items. Most of them revolving around healing. If anything had healing properties, if it was a healing magic item and it became known to this wizard, he tried to acquire it in some fashion
That kind of
because
suits
he
my
was obsessed with
character.
healing magic.
Yeah. Well, my character is healing magic himself. I mean, technically, you can say flame magic is healing magic because it cauterizes any wounds.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's all about healing himself. So I would like to pilfer a few healing artifacts, maybe some decent armor, a staff, if there's a grimoire of any spells, anything like that. I would like to pilfer them myself. I would like to draw a set of maps to all of the rooms with stuff in it, with things on how to handle them safely. I'm basically going to point to the one dead bandit who, yeah, has no gold left on him, and then Seb's bandit who's probably pretty badly beaten up, and at the moment he's making feral sounds, so I think he's gone gold envy, and basically say to the guys, you don't want this sort of stuff to happen. I'd advise, following these instructions. But effectively, I want to take everything out of it that has value to it to bring back as the expedition, and then I will use my one wish to effectively seal this lab as part of the hill it's on, so no one else can get access to it for
Well,
quite a
okay, so
while.
you're gonna. Okay, so you have the. I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're saying. The wagon full of genies effectively stays in town.
Yep. I want to fill up as many more wagons as is needed. I'm sure once the three merchants are sweet. Thanks, Sebs. Thanks for watching. He's heading out to grab some lunch. I'm sure the merchants will be pretty happy with what they are getting. I'm going to kit myself up with a bunch. I'm sure I'll let Alex know what there is so Alex can take what she needs out of it. Because obviously she was the initial person and all that sort of stuff. I'm happy to let her live. Basically take out everything of value and seal this thing up, because I would like to not have a bunch of abominations basically roaming around.
You're
Seal
not
it
going
all
to
up.
destroy the chemicals. You're going to just magically seal the
Pretty
area.
much, make the mountain that was on top of it basically grow back over it. So someone may be able to dig their way into it in about 1,000 years, but people aren't going to know it's there. So why would anyone bother? Basically have it
Well,
so it's
there's going to
deadened.
be a new mountain there, and there was they knew the thing was there, so a lot of people locally would know that it's there in the current time period, or at least they would think it was weird that a mountain appeared. Uh,
Um, so
but
I
it would
know
be
this
you can
guy.
seal it magically, and you can seal it with the mountain too. That's you can do these things with your new abilities
Well,
and your wishes.
do that and basically burn another wish to basically make everyone forget that there wasn't a mountain there. Not going back in time and retconning that, but
Uh,
just the memory of a mountain appearing. So people may
you,
look at it and, oh, yeah, that's a mountain, and just ignore it.
as you wish for people to forget, you can see Alex next to you, and your hirelings are actually vanishing. They're fading out of existence.
This is after taking everything back.
Well, whenever you do the wish, you're doing the wish now, or you're doing the wish later. Like,
I would do the wish after everything is taken out. I'm not going
okay,
to seal
you
it.
take all the stuff out,
Yep.
and you've got the wagons, and you're back in town, or you're just
Yep.
with the
Back in
wagons
town.
outside of the place.
No, back in town. Get everything
Okay.
out of there, then do the wish
You
to
see
seal it up.
everybody in the town fade out of existence.
Ah, interesting.
You're like the only person in town. Seb's character is gone. The gold pouch is on the ground. Both hirelings are gone. Anybody who knew about this thing, it seems like they have vanished.
Other than me.
The flower communicates to you that that is the best that it could perform.
Not exactly what I wanted. I guess I don't have to pay the people there 30%, 35%.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Were there any ships around? Like,
Ships?
is this a landlocked town, or is this a
Yeah,
port
landlocked
side?
town. Yeah,
Landlocked,
it's
damn.
no port. Yeah, landlocked. There's a town that is on a port if you needed to get there. You have your wagons. I
I
mean,
have the
there's
wagons, and I
nobody.
have a bunch of, I'm going to say, ox or donkeys or whatever.
Oh yeah, there's cattle all over the place. Like there's no one's got everybody's animals are here.
Okay, I guess I'm loading up all the wagons, and I'm heading to port to go as far away from this place as possible with as much
You're not
stuff
gonna
as
wish for him
possible.
to come back. You're just gonna let him go.
Eh.
Okay. Oh my gosh,
Why not?
that's amazing.
Um,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
I'm just going to leave.
All right, so there you go. Yeah, you got it. You've got all of the you've got a bunch of healing stuff. What is your character gonna do with the rest of his life? Let's see. Like what kind of stuff is he gonna get into?
Um, I want to basically remove all of the genies from all of the stuff. So I want to work out a way to remove it because this sort of magic is just chaotically bad. Anything that is worth value, I'm going to basically go, like, I'm going to see if I can buy my own ship, buy a crew, keep them nice and fed and full of grog and all that sort of stuff. So they're just happy to cart me wherever. Basically go around selling the stuff to fund the research, and I'm going to start researching to get rid of the genies, to remove the magic from all the genie devices. Anything else can be sold, and yeah, I'm not going to make any more wishes unless it's a wish that I know will completely work in order to remove the genie magic.
Okay. So that's how you spend the rest of your days. Some of them you can you figure out pretty quickly how to do. Some of them are going to be issues for your character going forward. Some of the genies are straight up nefarious.
Yeah, those
And
are the ones I
and
want to focus on the first.
yeah, uh, the um yeah, you spend your days doing that. I guess that we'll leave it kind of open on that part of it. We'll suppose that you make a lot of progress and you hit a lot of challenges that you overcome, but
Yeah,
we don't know if you actually eliminate all of these genies. You
I'm
do
going to
you do learn that
guess.
the majority of these come from the same source, where there was a trickster deity that created them, and that people around the world had just propagated more genies by asking for more wishes in different forms.
Yeah.
And the container that you have uh, is one of the ones that you know will forever exist. So whenever you burn through the wishes, you can actually keep that container if you want to for sentimental value.
Oh, nice.
But if you were to give it to another person, it is a magical artifact that will act uh, in in that same manner.
Okay. I guess yeah, that's what my character does.
Okay,
I
all right.
will try to remove the genies from the world. It may involve having to take on this trickster god somehow. I'm guessing it's not going to end very well.
Well,
if
I
I,
don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like I don't know. Like we'd have to work up another session if we're gonna do that. Yeah.
but
How
we
does
are right
one?
on 2 o'clock, so exactly 2 hours.
Nice.
Nice. So yeah.
I
Oh well.
can't believe you just. I would have brought him back. I'd have been like, but that's Alex. You
But
you like released that one genie, and then poof, now she's gone because she knew about the thing.
well, she gave me all the information, and I have access to be able to bring up what information I need. Thing
That's
is,
true.
if I
Yeah.
bring them back, they're going to know about this new mountain that's appeared. So, say I save 2 wishes all up. One will be to bring them back once the genies are gone, and one to free this artifact to um, eliminate that. But until then, I can't risk having people know that there's something super dangerous around there. So, the needs of the many outweigh a little village.
Yeah.
And yeah, that would
Yeah.
be
I'm
how
definitely
I would
gonna
do
in
it.
the future have a session where someone discovers this mountain and they
And
have
a
to
bunch
break
of
into it,
abominations come out.
and there's like there's an abomination that's been trapped in there with the chemicals that create abominations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I didn't get rid of any of the minotaurs or goblins or anything like that, so I dare say they're still roaming around.
Yeah. They're sure that yeah, because they are within the
Yeah.
the structure on the mountain. But yeah, that'd be kind of hard for me to draw though, because now it's not going to be flat. It's going to be kind of angled all over the place. Yeah.
Cool. Well done. So, yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, I had fun. I mean, you spent like 75% of the session not using any wishes and just gonna extract it and make profit off of it. It
I've
was
seen
interesting.
Wishmaster. I know how bad wishes can get.
Oh wow, yeah, okay, yeah, that puts it in perspective. Yeah,
Yeah. So, that there, and there's a certain level of magic, even if you're a magic user, there's a certain level where you just start going nuts. Like, too much power corrupts. So,
yeah, I was waiting for that because it seemed like that was gonna happen. Yeah. And then sure enough, you made the whole town vanish and didn't bring 'em back till later. You're gonna bring them back though. That does work. It does work. They come back,
Oh, good.
but they all know about the thing.
Yeah, but by then, hopefully, it's all. I mean, yeah, hopefully we can deal with the abominations without having an army of genies floating around. It's yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, abominations, as you said, one of the heroes killed it, so we know the abominations can probably die. If you
Oh
get
yeah.
a
By the way, that
peasant
was a
with a
2-hour fight.
genie,
Yeah.
yeah. And I don't think my character was kitted out for fighting. I'm honestly
Oh no.
surprised the
Yeah, I
one
wouldn't know.
spell
Yeah.
I cast with 2 intelligence, I managed to cast it. Um, that was just a fluke of the dice.
Oh really? Yeah. It was intimidating the crap out. That was awesome. 18, I think you rolled. Yeah.
Let's see. Roll Flame Blast. Yeah. I'm trying to have a look at. Oh, yeah, those are the saves. There it is. 18. Yeah, 565. That's scary because I think the target number is 12 and I only have a 2. So I had a 50-50 chance of getting it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, my character's not good at magic. They can do magic, they're just not good at it. What is its target number? Yep, target number is 15, as 12. Cool. So, did you enjoy DMing or GMing Fantasy Age?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought Seb's interaction was really good. I wish that Lee had been here, but I think we had fun. I thought it was good.
Yeah. I do enjoy playing it, so thank you. I very rarely get to play. It's it's very good to be able to play. And yeah, Fantasy Age, it's just so easy. I do want to go over the Cthulhu one because, I like cosmic horror and adding that into the
Yeah. Yeah.
fantasy. They've basically, a couple of key things, they've added more magic into it. So there's 4 new arcanas, I believe. Fairly
Okay.
decent. 2 new things, a bunch new specializations and focuses and abilities and stuff like that. Key thing is ritual magic. So it's magic that you perform over a time to do very powerful effects.
Nice.
Yes. Very, very good. And then this techno one, it's got a picture of what looks like an orc with a blaster riding a dragon with a big giant mech suit on. Yeah.
So I used to play Shadowrun, and man, I love that. That we had like a Merc Wars low magic,
Yep.
but I always thought it would be kind of cool to have like the Native American side. I don't know how close that is, that tech one, to Shadowrun.
um,
But in Shadowrun, like
I
Native Americans,
personally would,
magic came back to the world and they became real
yeah,
strong.
I would say that's not the best way. The best one to do Shadowrun would be Modern Age. If you use the companion guide, it actually has all the Shadowrun races. So you use Modern Age with the Cyberpunk Slice one to get all your cyberpunkiness.
Oh,
And
okay.
then the companion, which adds in a whole bunch more magics. It adds Psychic Arcana, all that sort of cool stuff. And then you can play as an elf with Psychic Arcana and cybernetic implants with the laser
Well,
gun.
okay, so that makes me wonder, like, what's this new techno one specialize in?
This is for Fantasy Age. So Modern Age is for modern stuff. Fantasy Age, think of heavy metal sort of style adventure. So John Carter of Mars or heavy metal. Um, you
Okay.
you might be a barbarian who rides on a dragon with cyber implants. You have a blaster pistol and a giant 2-handed sword, and
Okay,
you're
so it's
still
not it's not Shadowrun, Tokyo, Cloak and
no,
Dagger stuff or robots or anything.
no.
It's like
It's as if you were
ogres with
playing a
cyberware. There's
Conan. Yeah.
cyberware in there. I'm throwing off. I don't know. There's cyberware and there's magic though.
Well, yeah, it's cyberware, it's magic. So, yeah, you can run Shadowrun, but it's not modern based stuff. There will be hover vehicles. There is some technology for computers and stuff, but it's not modern like we have the modern agriculture type thing. It's not modern buildings and stuff. It's still your medieval fantasy. They've just got medieval fantasy with cyber implants and laser guns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And robots walking around and stuff like that. We've played it. I think the best thing to do would be watch the series. It's based off the Dragon Age book, the Dragon Age version, which is what Modern Age and Fantasy Age started with. No, Zaki, just wait a bit, okay, buddy? It's based off that, and Will Wheaton done it, called Titan's Grave, Ashes of Valhalla. So it originally was for Dragon Age, but then when they released it as Fantasy Age, it became a module for Fantasy Age. That adds in a lot of the stuff, so you can still have a mage who uses blaster pistols and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And it basically, he said, it's effectively heavy metal, which I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
Yeah. I think I saw it a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. It's that sort of style world that you live in, that real weird techno fantasy type thing. So watch that series, very good, and it's a very good example of how age can run. It actually started, I believe, either just before or around the same time Critical Role, but like two of the main actors from Critical Role started on Ashes of Valhalla first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So very good system. And yeah, effectively they have redone it for Fantasy Age 2nd edition.
Nice.
So yeah, as soon as I get my hands on it, I just let me get over Christmas. Christmas present buying is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, once we get over Christmas, I'll buy it, and then I want to basically do a review, maybe review them two at once. So 2 new supplements, Cthulhu and sci-fi. Yeah. Cool. Oh, well, everyone, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining in, Seb. It's always good. You have some pretty cool, crazy ideas with that. I don't know when we will be back. I am starting to do a Christmas special with the return of Buff Santa and the Christmas Dragon. The issue is, because we're getting into the summer holidays down here, I'm getting a lot more tours coming through with the company I now work for, so I'm off most weekends driving. So I don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. And when I do, I'm often tired because I start at 5:30 in the morning and drive through till about 7 at night. Long hours. So, yes, thank you for taking over, though, Rockets. I did thoroughly enjoy it. I do like having to have a moral dilemma. Do I go nuts and just start rubbing genies and casting all sorts of wishes? Or do I try and think my way through and not go power hungry?
It's very strategic.
Yeah. Cool, but thank you for that. That was very good, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing. And yeah, I guess we will see you guys when we next can actually do a thing, whenever that is. But yeah, Rockets, where can we find you? You've been doing a lot of streaming of late.
Yeah, I now have a TikTok. I'm Badass Rockets on TikTok, X, YouTube, and Twitch. Yep.
Nice. Excellent. And yep, you can find Lee on the Xbox cast. We've pretty much wrapped up for the year. I think we might have one more if our, podcasting nights can align, which will be the Game of the Year edition. But look up the Xbox cast for anything related to Lee and I with our Xbox channel. And you can find me here on the Rando stream or under Hippo Entertainment. So thank you everybody for watching, and we will catch you some other time.